Hi, welcome to Divine Theory, a different point of view about how our solar system could work. So, we will create a fake room experience with given objects that we have at home. So, I'll try to explain this different point of view. Also, we'll start from bottom to top of explanation, and then we'll go from top to bottom explanation again to explain the scheme better. So on this fake room experience, you must have at your house a globe. I have, and you can see that the globe has a constant tilt of 23 degrees. On fake room experience, we'll change the size of the objects just to have a better experience on our fake room. And then at the end, you just multiply everything by millions and you have the real scheme. So on this globe, we have a perimeter of roughly 4 centimeters. You measure the perimeter of your globe, 4 centimeters, and now we will multiply this perimeter times 365 days. That will give you a long line with 14 meters and 60 centimeters. Now you grab that long line and you turn it into a circle. That given perfect circle will have a perimeter of 14 meters and 60 centimeters. This will be 1 year long of Earth rotating 365 times after its perimeter. So your little globe with 4 centimeters perimeter at your house multiplied 365 times gave you this large green line with 14 meters and 60 centimeters. And now we also add up a lampshade. So this light bulb that comes from a lampshade, we will not put it in the middle of the circle at the same plane. We'll put it in the middle of the circle, yes, but in a different plane than the ground. So we'll be levitated from our globe at home, will not be on the same plane as the ground and as where is our little globe. Spin your globe 360 times around this circle, but keeping the same tilt of the globe, you will realize that all seasons are explained here. On the start of the circle, you will have, for example, the South Pole showing up more, and 180 degrees after, South Pole will be hidden under itself due to the 23-degree tilt. You will also see that on the 90-degree and on the 270-degree, you will find also that it's in the spring for both poles. So here we'll find equinox and the solstice. You will also find that equinox rounds and spins around this line on equator of the globe all year around. So here we get all the seasons very easily explained without changing anything except that it's not on the same plane. Sun and globe cannot be on the same plane. With this explanation, you find that all seasons are doing well here. Okay, so to force equinox to be on equator all year around, we will grab the globe with 23 tilt degree, we'll multiply that degree times distance, we'll make some lines with 2 meters and 30 centimeters long, keeping the same angle, and we will collide into the lampshade light bulb. Now, light bulb cannot be the sun. The sun must be in our fake room experience 14 meters and 90 centimeters distance. We found this light bulb only 2 meters and 30 centimeters away. So this cannot be the sun. I call it eye of the rabbit. I say it's a light hologram. So we'll keep going to find where is the sun, which I call the emitter, energy emitter. Energy emitter must be after this conveyed energy on I rabbit, which we call sun, but cannot be the sun because of distance. So we'll keep multiplying our angles and distances. We'll verify that this lampshade is colliding on a 23 tilt with 2 meters 30 long lines, hitting equator on the 90 degree. So meaning that those 23 degrees turn into 2 meter 30 centimeters must arrive from a doubled angle, also with doubled measure. So must arrive from a 46 degree angle with 4 meters and 60 centimeters long that also must arrive from a deflected angle of a 92-degree angle, also with 9 meters and 20 centimeters long lines. So we'll find the shoe horse as energy emitter from up here down to the globe being at a distance of 14 meters and 90 centimeters. On my scheme is 23 plus 46 plus 92. So giving equal distance has angles. It goes like 2 meters and 30 plus 4 meters 60 plus 9 meters 20 gives you a distance of 16 meters. I still think that the distance of globe to energy emitter is 14 meters 90. I will soon explain what happens here with this given difference of distances to be all correct. Energy and light are both invisible. You can only see light after it collides into any texture, and any color you see will be its light deflection. So our shoe horse as the energy emitter would throw energy in primary colors. Our shoe horse energy emission will obey to the inverse squared meters distance. Light energy will travel its squared meter distance until it collides into something, finds something to collide into, and will obliquely convey its angle's deflection. In our fake room experience, we will add up Mercury 9 meters and 20 below energy plus Venus, also a few centimeters below Mercury. Then these 9 meter 20 long lines will convey angle deflection to a 4 meters and 60 centimeter long line collide into our lampshade light bulb. The light bulb that I call the eye of the rabbit, on my way to this scheme, I found also exists a 3D Metascope toy. You put something into that toy conveys everything in parabolic mirrors and shows up a hologram of the toy that you put inside the toy. So this lampshade here will replace it, what I call the eye of the rabbit, but will replace it by a 3D Metascope. We will find that this 3D Metascope with the energy given from the shoe horse up on the scheme will convey all energy deflection due to find Mercury and Venus on its way and will create a light hologram here 2 meters 30 away from the globe and will give light after the yellow conveyed energy into this hologram will give all color refractions into any texture that finds on the globe down there. This rabbit eye also is 5 times smaller than a meter and it's also 5 times closer to the globe. So that creates a perpetual eclipse from the light hologram to the energy emitter. You also wouldn't see energy as it is invisible. Energy longest travel on this scheme would be 2.3 plus 4.6 plus 9.2 equals to 16.1 meters. Says energy emitter must be at 14.9 meters away. My distance is 6% shorter. But the shortest distance is directly from shoe horse to rabbit eye hologram and from hologram to globe, 9.6 plus 2.3 meters. Longest plus shortest distance on my scheme gives a 14.1 meters average. I still think the distance is 14.9 meters, but here time, speed and distance are in same equation. So the rabbit eye must slow down in 6% energy emitted from energy emitter, conveyed in itself as light hologram, slowing down energy speed 6% in itself. On this process, from energy emitter deflection into rabbit eye, energy gets deflected as light that reflects color after hitting any given texture on our planet. So Venus gets the same temperature night and day because it's in the middle of this energy conveyor. It also spins left because due to Faraday laws, so South Pole is up, we'll have to squeeze energy left side. I keep going here with explanation. I just wanted to be very quick. I have a longer video explaining everything a little bit better and slower, but I hope you enjoy this fake room experience. I know it's a very different idea, very different point of view of our solar system, but everything it's 1, 2, 3 logistics here. If you see the angles, the measures you can do in your AutoCAD at home, you can try experience, and you'll see with all the laws of energy and colors and well, study a lot, and then maybe you'll see that maybe this is not exactly how it is, but it's maybe something very close to this, maybe closer to reality than actually theory. This video looks very naive, and I think it's funny that way because you can try it home and it makes you think and approach to this idea, but it's also all concluded there in AutoCAD on your top right side of your screen. And to get to this scheme, I studied a lot of physics and mathematics, and you can see that from bottom to top wouldn't work, the sinus and the cosinus of the triangles, but from top to bottom it would work because you cannot double up triangles from the 46 up to the 92. It's impossible mathematically, but you can go from top to bottom. From 92 you can find its bisectors, that it's 46 and then it's 23, and so energy flows from top to bottom, even that gets it correct. This movie is also made for people who don't even know that light is invisible. So it's this naively way, but I would love someone who is a scientist or a mathematic and would see this all scheme and see if it's really correct in all the ways due to all the laws and all that. That's my aim. My aim is this movie to be watched by someone who really knows about physics, and if someone agrees with me, then for me it would be an honor, and that's my aim with this movie. My name is Diogo Ramalho. I'm Portuguese from Sintra, yeah, and is I have a lot of ideas and theories. This is one of them. I would like to put more, but I really would also like this one to be seen by someone who really understands about the subject. So if you saw this until the end, thank you very much for your time and your attention. If you are a YouTuber, if you agree with something of this, even if you don't agree, if you think it's a good series to put on your YouTube channel with a better movie, with a better edition and all that, please do it, get views. I just want to be the guy who found this divine theory by luck and by study. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for everything. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much.